Ladies, gents, and gender queers, what's good, baby? I'm glad that you are here. Welcome to day 26 of 31 Days of Horror Movies, where we are watching The Conjuring, the first one. All right, let's watch it, and then we're going to comment about it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, well, hey, I wasn't expecting that, but this is scary shit. By the way, the film came out in 2013, but you see it. Okay. I okay. I love I this is not my first time watching this movie. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies. Let's go ahead and talk about it. The Conjuring is a 2013. I can't believe it came out 10 years ago. This is it's 10-year anniversary, okay? 2013 American supernatural horror film directed by the late James Wan. Right? I believe James Wan has passed. No, he has not. I am sorry, James. I am so sorry. I take that back. James, it's just the fact that you be killing the game. So like, I thought you was gone too, but never mind. It's written by Chad Hayes and Carey W. Hayes. Very good writing, y'all. It is the inaugural film in the Conjuring Universe franchise. Patrick Wilson ate that roll up. Fine. Hey, Patrick. But also, what's up, Pat? And Vera Farmiga, such an amazing actress. She kills this role. She bodies it. They star as Ed and Lorraine Warren, who is based on actual folk Ed and Lorraine Warren, paranormal investigators and authors associated with prominent cases of haunting. Their real-life reports inspire the Amityville Horror story and film franchise. The Warrens come to the assistance of the Perron family, who experience increasingly disturbing events in their newly occupied farmhouse in Rhode Island in 1971. Let's talk about it. So let's go ahead and get into the beginning of this movie, how they started out with Annabelle. Now, I have seen online, not in person, the actual Raggedy Ann Annabelle doll. And when they start out with this, I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, is this movie going to be about her? But no, it is, and it isn't, and it isn't, and it is. And so I remember watching that and being like, what are we getting into? And seeing Vera and Patrick's beautiful, just they were so grounded and planted in who these characters were and who these real people were. The fact that I believed them from the beginning, and just their care, their relationship, like the work that they did as actors and the writing and the directing, of course, it made me just believe right off the bat what this was, right? Then we meet our lovely family. These demons love to go after people, especially children, pure souls, innocent souls, people who are very vulnerable, who are going through a hard time. And here this family is moving into this new house. The kids, there is, I believe, 5 girls, and they're all, dealing with kid things, growing up in the different stages of life, and their parents. And the father is a truck driver, and he's doing his thing, and the mom is doing her best to take care of everybody. And they have a little puppy dog, and it's beautiful, right? And then things start to happen. Slowly but surely, they just start to notice things. They have this game where they run around the house. It's like hide and seek. Somebody closes their eyes, and then to find the people, you have to tell them to clap. And yeah, then some things happen, right? But here's where it gets me. As I've said in many of these films, it always starts off with the pets. The dog, they had a lovely dog named Sadie. The dog did not want to go into the house. That dog said, from the get-go, the dog said, nah, I'm staying out. And then, okay. Now with me, when I have my little pup and they don't want to go into the house, I'm not going into the house. And that's on man's best friend, okay? So the dog didn't want to go. Then the dog winds up dead because whatever spirit is lurking around is secretly, it killed the dog. And so then on the other end, we have Ed and Lorraine. Now something has happened. Lorraine went through an experience when they were doing an exorcism, and they're not supposed to be the ones to do the exorcism. They're supposed to be the ones to tell the church, because people have definitely, faked ghost stories and what have you. And so they're supposed to be the ones to go to the church to tell the church, yeah, it's some spooky shit happening. Go handle it, right? Now, there was a time before when Ed had to perform an exorcism by himself. And when he did that, whoever he was performing it on, that demon looked his wife in the face and it showed her a very, very striking image. We come to find out that the demon showed the wife the man's death, her husband. And so, they're kind of dealing with that. They have a daughter, and their daughter, like young kids, they are curious, and they have a room where they have blessed and locked up all of these objects that these evil spirits have attached themselves onto. And there we can see the Annabelle doll and how the little girl is drawn to the Annabelle doll because it's a doll, and there's also curiosity and dumb young people shit. And so they're having this understanding that this family over here is being terrified. Like, the kids are getting locked in the closets. Shut up. Okay. Demons got an obsession with locking people in closets, and it's okay. Anyway, so things are going on, and so Ed and Lorraine go ahead and they say, look, we have a daughter. They have 5 daughters. We know how it is, right? So they go on over there and they help them out. And they're kind of building this relationship. And as Lorraine can see visions. And then things really start to hit the fan. And we come to find out that a witch noosed herself on a tree in front of the house and declared this house to be hers. And so every mother figure, every maid, every nurse that lived in this house or came in this house, she possessed them. And then she had them kill the kids and whoever else was in the house. So we have a really good mama here. This mama is taking care of all of her daughters and her husband the best way she can. And then she starts to get vulnerable. The witch goes after her, and the witch goes into her body. She possesses her. This sets off a whole train fuck of things going on as the mama continues to try to kill the little girls because she is the witch. And we gonna fast forward to the end when the mom is at the highest state, and just the acting in this film is great. It's not necessarily campy. It's definitely Ed and Lorraine, like they were doing their dang old thing, and the little girls were as well, but these weren't like, oh my gosh, type of performances, but they were but then again, they were, like I said, Vera ate that shit up. And what's beautiful about this is that we see these characters go on this journey, and we really feel for them, and we see they're having moments where they're going through it, but they have these light moments, and the mom can remember these light moments, and that's actually what they use as she is about to kill one of them. That's actually what Lorraine helps her use in order to get her back and defeat the demon. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I love horror movies. I love horror movies, especially those that are supernatural, because it shows humans that by the power of God and Jesus, that we have the power to defeat even the biggest of scariest monsters that come to break up our family, that come to break us up. And I love how this, and then on the opposite side, Annabelle was terrorizing the other little girl, and they had to go whoop Annabelle's butt and put her back in there because the little girl went to go touch Annabelle. And so, but we learn as kids, don't be, walking into stuff, as well as when life is getting hard, to remember the lighthearted moments, to remember the beautiful moments in life, and that is what will bring us back and defeat any storm, any monster, any entity, any demon that is meant to harm us. I love this movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. And speaking of Patrick Wilson, and James Wan, join us for tomorrow where we are going to be watching Insidious. I'll see you there. Bye-bye, y'all.